huge things up for grabs here from the winner of this series. Everything on the line. Who's going to take it? We're going to go find out. So Longfire just comes running up the high ground into 3 heroes. Okay. What the hell? That's a movement and a half. He is going to get away with it, but that hurt.
Yeah, that hurt a lot. It's going to be fine. Going to have to eat through some tangos. But, yeah, could have been worse if Irving was around a little bit earlier. Doesn't quite get there. I am keen to see what Longfire does build up. I believe Meteor Hammer's still been coming out on our Rickies, even from... I mean, even when you see Safely Ricky does come out. Ooh.
Oh, no. Oh, that's even worse than what the Ricky did. That's getting caught out. What a start. Jesus.
You get the arrow, and then you get the Sunstrike. And the damage is there. He had to level up Blink as well. He had it up. Yeah. So he gets into lane faster. No, there's that.
That's a very thin silver lining, but yes, indeed. I mean... Ultimately, like, dying doesn't affect you that much. It more just kind of gives whoever killed you lots of money. But yeah, loving the Blink definitely does. So that sucks.
Yeah, it hurts. They do at least get the D ward mid. So you secure a little bit of an easier time here for Phoenix on the Lush. But that first blood gold going to small KK, leading into that faster Midas is always a little bit scary. That timing is going to be key for him to start scaling up. Of course, once you get more levels up, level 3, level 4 on Invoker with the threat of Sunstrike across the map with the setups you do have, this can ramp up so fast for small KK. We saw it last time when we saw this Invoker in the last series. Granted, it didn't really work out to close the game, but that presence across the map can be very impactful.
In the mid lane, Invoker didn't get a single CS on the first wave. That is, yeah, yikes is a good word. That's a very good word. He's struggling. He might be dead here.
Okay.
Small KK getting run down. He's out of mana on the feet on the Leshrac. He won't be dying today, but goodness me, he is just getting absolutely railed in the first few levels. This is not pretty. He certainly isn't, but he probably should have.
No way. Small KK. Oh my god. He's not small, he's big. He's big KK. The big Ks are coming out for big KK. He's just getting these big kills.
He saw the opportunity and went for it. I mean, all you had to do was not run under the tower and die, and Phoenix had won mid, and I'm stunned. I'm stunned at what we've just witnessed, but never mind. There's a kill over in the top side of the map as they will take down the Sand King. All right, I need to mentally recover from that. That was a lot to take in. It's been a lot.
Yeah, everything's stunning. Everything's stunning right now. It's a little bit unexpected. I mean, the early death for Irving as well. You're having this fantastic start for Longfire. Theoretically, this is a double stun lane up top, but it's not like you can really jump in to kill. They find a kill down bot again. Ooh.
What do we do, John? What do we do here?
It's just I don't know. These are just all across insanity. Like, you finally make use of that double stun up top, so you get the kill, the punishment onto the Ricky. Longfire is just gonna have to work his way back. The bot lane for Killa is, again, really aggressive with even just the Skyrat. Like, you can spam out your spells. You do not tend to go for a counterspell early on the AM, so you can just harass him out. The CM doesn't have any way of fighting back against the Sky. You just basically win that trade every time. So it's a little bit rough. I think Killa's just going to have this free farm. He is up there in the CS, kind of keeping up or ahead of Heat just slightly, but the Naga, again, is going to go for a Meteor Hammer. All right, so it's the Meteor Hammer build up for Killa, nothing to Meteor Hammer, just fine. Get some good push going, scale up from there.
Very dang.
This is a game.
It is one of the games of all time, isn't it? Yeah, we're witnessing it.
Yeah, we are. I'd like this game to rerun for round 2 in the cinemas.
Definitely. I'm here for the sequel. I'm paying. As they Jones or Ricky up in the top lane. Do they have the damage to finish him off? He doesn't have any spells available, but they don't have the resources to keep on chasing this Ricky under the towers, so... And since last shenanigans at mid, the Invoker has recovered very, very well. That tends to happen whenever you get a solo kill. So he's doing great now. What a redemption.
Yeah. Half a level ahead. 203. Exort up. You've got more damage coming through with your Sunstrike if you see that opportunity. You've got the Fire Spirits that can just control the runes.
Down at bottom, getting low. Not quite low enough, though. Aaron's still around to just keep on blasting spells into these two. So, yeah, never going to stop. As long as this man has mana, he has spells.
Yeah, he doesn't have mangoes on hand, but at least he has the circlets up to get a little bit of int going his way. Killer does have the Ring of Health up, so he recovers pretty fast in that lane. And Meteor Hammer timing is going to be big for our Naga. Overall, a really good back and forth game. I think the lanes are still heavily in Poke's favor. Outside of Heat getting a little bit more, like the AM Battlefield timing should be on point. Beyond that, like you're winning out in a big way for small KK. Alon Fur, despite the death, is still controlling the lane a lot better. He basically has his full Orb Corrosion up. So he's going to do a lot more damage along with that Wraith Band on hand to protect him. And just rushing that Diffusal. And once that timing of Diffusal's up and you hit that 15-minute mark, you cannot run from the Ricky. He will just kill you in that smoke screen.
And no one's going to force you out of it.
Yep. It's so silly. You know, it reminds me of... remember the times when Ricky went through, like, multiple hero changes in a short span? Reminds me of that.
You mean all of Dota?
Yeah. Oh, small KK.
Yeah, getting very low here in the middle lane. Round3 is going to try and help him out here, but the area is not quite on the target. They're fortifying to try and get the creep to finish the job, but now they'll turn around with Sunstrike. Sunstrike doesn't land, but SwoKK is going to narrowly survive this engagement and try and tango himself up as well. Ooh. Getting very spicy there in the middle lane.
Yeah, they're going to get the bottle top up as well for Phoenix. No, they're just going to go for the kill.
Yeah, that's haste rune. Is that enough to help him survive? I think it is. Ranfaldao is running the fuck away.
Yeah, he has ran out for sure, Mr. Ranfaldao. Now, all the movement out there as well. Exposed their AM solo, so they've got the damage. Clear out with Killa.
Classic.
Get the control. And Ranfu is just fine. He works his way back up top just in case his Ricky gets jumped. He is around to help out. They are getting aggressive on him.
Yeah, getting a little damage out onto this Ricky. Yeah, not enough to kill him, but definitely enough to make him feel somewhat uncomfortable. And Sanking's back. Died early on, but now 40 CS. CS leader by quite some way as well. So he's doing work in this top lane.
Starting to get that farm flowing. Gonna need that quick blink timing to come out to really be impactful on that hero. Start to get the team fights and the setup for your lineup really going here. 1 to 5 still looking good on Poke's end. They are rotating mid here with Aaron. And the silence onto the Lesh would be big, but he is spotted out by Imitator at the least, so not going to be able to get that successful rotation out. I do remember enjoying Imitator's name just because for some reason it always reminds me of Intimidator, which is a roller coaster as they find a kill.
It's a good roller coaster.
Yeah, what was it? Intimidator 305. Very nice coaster.
Sounds incredible. As we have another visitor to the top lane and another person dying in the top lane. Ranfaldao thought he could find a little cheeky pick off there with a leap in the Starstorm, but Irving was ready, and Irving gets another kill. His King is looking somewhat unstoppable at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's bottom. Hard to stop. And... Oh.
Yeah, Aaron trying to chase down the Crystal Maiden. CM on the run. Oh, she's not going to get out of this one. Oh, actually, she's got the raindrops. Is that going to help us survive this? Aaron is still chasing, though, and this should be the end. But meanwhile, Killer's gone down. The left track turns up and gets a big kill. And now looks over towards Aaron as well. He's got plenty more mana. He doesn't have much mana left, as Aaron will be right-click down perhaps here. Need a couple more, but he's got no way of getting away from Phoenix. So it's going to be a double kill for the Leshrac.
Good movement out. Like, that's a good gold injection going his way. You still feel bad about losing out on your AM, just burning down. The Meteor Hammer clipping him at the end gave the lineup to come out there for Ranfu to get that extra damage in. And that is relief for small KK down mid. Anyway, the Invoker now having the Midas feels better. They're maintaining that aggression, though.
As Killer's getting beaten the hell up down here, just turns up and The Lush hadn't gone yet, hadn't returned to lane, but also at top, whilst everyone's away, once again, they'll make a play onto the Riki, and they'll kill him off once more. So, this is looking pretty bad now for the side of Poke. They had a great start, but now they've just lost core after core after core, and Riki's having a terrible game. Naga seems to have been beaten down twice in a row now. It's all looking like it's Team Focus show right at the moment.
Yeah, it's all down to small KK to make use of this good start. And buy this up, you can farm off, get the travel, start showing up in some of these engagements. But the delayed timing, especially on Killer, is going to hurt quite badly. Like, he's not able to just focus in on the tower and Meteor Hammer down as well.
Yeah.
And the supports are still kind of opting to defend the Naga more than the Riki. Like, this can hurt. Like,
Yeah.
Undyne is just staying, and they've got that epicenter ready with a blink on Irving.
Yeah, they want to just kill him again, kill the Riki, make him die over and over again. And Undyne will get the kill. Another death for the Riki. I mean, how many is that in a row now? 3? 4? 4 deaths. He's 0 and 4 on Riki right now.
Yeah, it's a little bit curious that they do leave him. I guess you don't really have any play connections with Sky and Mirana on a Riki. So you would rather stick around with the Naga where you can get things done. You can get this objective going your way. And they will get the space to kind of get that done. They are still TPing Phoenix.
Okay, let's see what they can do. Undyne and Phoenix trying to set up here on the Naga Siren, but in comes the Moonlight Shadow, try and keep them away. Actually, they're looking for the play onto the Leshrac. They've got the net into the arrow. A lot of damage coming through onto the Leshrac, but Leshrac, he's just narrowly going to survive through it and get away on the other side. They'll bring down Aaron. Nobody else, though, will fall in this engagement. Huge case of surviving there on the Leshrac, just very, very narrowly making it out.
Yeah, they just don't have the output to deal with the Lesh, and this is him before the Bloodstone. Once that's up, with all the HP he's going to have on hand, you don't have the damage. Like, maybe once you have your Riki ready to go with the Diffusal, it starts to feel a bit better, but we're still a ways off from Lonfer having that. And he's still being crushed in the top lane with Irving having that level lead. Still being stalked around with the Imitator here as well.
Yeah. I don't know how this Riki comes back into the game. He needs some fights to go his way. Does dodge out the Boundless Strike. Is it going to make a difference, though? As once again, Irving blinking in. He's got the Burrow Strike to get on top of them. More heroes coming out. They want to try and take this fight, or at least stop their Riki dying once more. Riki moving across. Ooh. He's just about going to survive this one. Gets away.
And small KK still snipes someone again. And I like the aggression coming out from Bright, but you have to respect the slipperiness of that Riki. And they still have their spells ready. They could try. Oh boy.
Not again. Oh my god. 2 heroes just getting turned into absolute pastry.
Yeah, it's this early Veil of Discord with a blink for Irving coming off that good lane. He just softens them up, and the output from that epicenter is huge. Killer not safe here.
Certainly not, no. As yeah, it doesn't come in contact with the Leshrac, so we'll be okay in the end. But got to be very cautious when playing down here, especially with this Leshrac in the neighborhood. And
I'm a bit curious about his build. Like, he is going for like a full core build now after the Meteor, just into the Manta. So trying to beat the scaling here in this game.
Well, rotation in from Riki. They're going to try and just blow up the Crystal Maiden, and that's going to be a much-needed kill for Lonfer. But now Imitator gets right on top of him, but Riki moves across again, trying to bring down Phoenix. Phoenix will fall. Now the Riki needs to leave, and he's going to be able to do exactly that as Imitator trying to fight up into the small KK, getting kind of low, but they kill off the Monkey King, and Killer trying to fight into Irving here. Irving's a bit of a beast, though, but I think they've got the damage to finish the job, and it's Eren who gets a triple kill out of this engagement. The Skywrath damage is just way too much. I mean, all of them, look at that. It's very well spread.
Yeah, they all kind of carry their own weight here. The big difference this time is that you do have small KK coming in. So you can use his Forge Spirits, you can kind of get a little bit more extra control and damage out for the team. And that turns the tide. This is still free space for Heat to farm into his Battle Fury. AM still sort of struggling in terms of net worth after the back and forth lane he's had. But Kill is just running down. Tried to cut the tree, but jump down was there.
Yeah, just in time. Irving might not be... Oh, that's the replay. Yeah. And Oh my god, that was close. He might still be in trouble. Wait, no, he's not. He's not. They're going to be able to turn around. They'll kill off the Ricky. Oh, the anti-mage survives. That is huge for him. That is absolutely massive. And
gets all the gold.
What a way to get your Battle Fury to come out in time.
Yeah, timing's still good. 14 minutes in with the power treads. He's got room up top to farm. Phoenix has to be a bit cautious. Isn't going to be... Well, he might still be haunted.
Yeah, they see him. There comes a cold snap. There comes a Mystic Flare. Beautifully done by the side of Poke. When they find their timings, they just push them so damn hard. This is what I always say about this team. When they have an advantage, when they get a bit between the teeth, they become ruthless.
Yeah, they still have Imitator here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Never see this.
Into the trees he goes, Monkey King. Looking like he is going to survive this one at least.
Yeah, bails out, but can't really stop this push. Meteor Hammer's paying dividends.
Going for
they cut the tree.
They found him. How the hell did they find him? Well, that doesn't make a difference now. Song comes out. I'm gonna let these guys just kind of sit here for a minute and try to press the reset button on the side of Poke. What can they do? There's also a Crystal Maiden behind them who's just gonna let it go on top of the Naga Siren. I mean, hoping that they don't have a cancel, but they do as the smoke comes out. And CM just gets a bit of an awkward death instead. Meanwhile, Irving has been seen here, but does get the gap close onto Killer, but will die in response. And Meteor gets dropped on his head. And just like the dinosaurs, he goes extinct.
They're finding these big trades now out on Poke, and they're just much more ready to take these real engagements. Like, sure, you lose Killa, but you're getting activity out for Lonfer. He is pretty much at his defusal timing, so the Ricky is very scary. Just needs something like his shard now. And once you have the shard, it becomes even more terrifying. He is going for the scepter first. I don't know, I feel like when you can go for the shard, it's terrifying. -7 armor. Like, yeah, he queues it up. That timing's huge. Like, you just melt all the heroes right down, and it gets a little bit scary for the side of right. No way to save. I mean, why is this back? Like, sure, Sleeping Dart was atrocious to play into, but this is like the time when Smokescreen caused you to not see anything on the map, right?
Yeah.
Like, there was that period as well where you had that, and we did. That was like nightmare fuel. You just couldn't do anything as a support. It's like, all right, I'm dead.
I die.
They tried to kill the illusion of the CM. Sunstrike down. Doesn't catch, but they figure it out.
Quite the detectives. So, we're at the 16-minute mark, and with all the fighting and all the violence going on, it is Poke that come out narrowly on top. What is their big time they're looking for before they go hunting once again? Well, in the top lane, they found the Ricky. Lonfer caught out once more. One hero on the side who's just not really having a game, but Small KK is having such a game in vast contrast.
Yeah, it's a give or take. Give and take. You know, you sacrifice your Ricky, you're getting better time for Killa and Small KK. Your Naga is your scaling core, so I don't think you mind all too much anyway. Just getting the classic Naga build, the heart being queued up after this Manta, just going for the scaling for the team. And it's a rather even game. It's been back and forth, 15 to 16. 1K lead still stands for Poke, but overall, they are finding what they need on both sides. Like, your AM almost at the Manta, gonna be hard to pin down with at least the Skyrat sounds. The Ricky sounds still gonna be big, but he has some ways to dodge out that control. And that's where things can get a little bit spicy depending on how Lonfer plays in these fights.
Yeah. Lonfer is the spice master of this game. Been a feast or famine for him. Mostly famine, to be honest with you.
This'll come in handy.
But yeah, still. He's a very utility hero. Even if he does get absolutely dumpstered in lane and have a terrible early game, Ricky's still going to be useful. He's not one of these carries which just do absolutely nothing. And again, this Naga Siren is just kind of taken over as a carry, as you keep mentioning, so definitely not the end of the world. Phoenix trying to take that safe camp, but Lonfer just running straight for him, trying to get on top of him. Arrow, there's a Mystic Flare coming through. They are going to have the damage to kill off the Leshrac just in time. The Skyroth was in the neighborhood, but down goes Lonfer in response. Unfortunate.
Yeah,
tanks and
unfortunate, but a
epicenter.
worthwhile trade.
Yeah.
You just want to really shut down this Lush before he gets that BKB.
Meanwhile,
And you're doing a good job of just punishing.
mid lane, small KK fighting up with the Monkey King, and once again in comes Aaron just to make sure that silence is there, no escape for the Monkey King, and ensuring the kill and securing it for himself as well. Very nicely done. Aaron is having a blast of a game so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's done a fantastic job in the sky. Just setting up for the team well. Working that lane really well. Irving.
Yeah.
Oh.
Going for something here, but he's got his dancing shoes on, juking him through the trees. Very nicely done. They're completely bamboozled. Blink away. Tornado misses as well, and Irving makes it to safety.
Yeah, bails out in the nick of time. Forces out a couple of dusts, at least. So, wasting time, buying space for the AM, allowing Heat to try to be this big core. He has recovered really nice in the AM. Like, he's been untouched for the past 5 minutes now, it feels like. Maybe 5 to 6. Number 2 in that fort, kind of bouncing around up with Irving. Manta up. The AM can be a problem down the line if you're not ready, and it doesn't feel like you're fully ready to deal with a Manta. It just becomes so much harder to pin him down solo.
Yeah, it's got a very interesting item queued up next, though. He's looking for the Eagle Song into the Butterfly. That'll surprise me a little bit. Feel like something MKB perhaps might be any necessary evil this game.
Might be. I'm dealing with that. It's still open enough, I think. And he is going for the Butterfly first here on the AM instead. Just wants to be durable on his own right.
Yeah.
Which I suppose is fair. Side of Poke, though, going for the Roche. They've got the DD on Lanfur. It's going fast.
Going very fast indeed, yep. Just an Aegis available if whoever wants it. Will it be small KK? Will it be Lanfur? Will it be Killer? We shall find out. And small KK is going to be the one to take it on the Invoker. Make sure he's confident in any play he goes for here. It's very, very big buff. Underrated buff, actually. Off that Aegis of Immortality.
He's mine.
Yeah. It's going to do a lot for him to just stand up front. It does feel like he is priority target, although they've been blowing up Lanfur more. Although... Oh, not enough. Is it?
Well, Mystic Flare?
No.
Yeah, no, it's not quite enough. What? Yeah,
Oh.
that's on straight.
Oh.
No, it's not enough.
Oh no, they lost the
That's
shard.
Tornado. AMP. What? Oh, it's not enough.
No. Oh god.
And in the back lines, the backstab comes through. Aaron goes down. They're going to look for the small targets here. Having moving across, sees run forward now. It's going to be 3 seconds until we've got a Burrow Strike available. 3 seconds until your Doom comes through. But it's actually going to be the CM who tanks an arrow to the face and gets rudely killed up by small KK in the sidelines. Meanwhile, Imitator sitting inside his Wukong's command, feeling very proud of himself. Now comes the song. Killer, stay away from the Leshrac, stay away from the beam. As the Sunstrike does come through onto, nope, actually that one's not going to connect. So actually looking to turn this one around onto Lanfur. Lanfur just gets blown up like the 4th of July by that Mana Void. Phoenix looking for the next target here is run for down once again as in comes the epicenter onto Killer, but the Tornado is going to slow him down and stop him, at least be able to immediately kill off Killer. But now the Fire Strike comes through and the damage comes in, and Hate 2 is back in the mix. He's been back to the fountain. He's dipped his toes. He's gotten all his health and mana back, and he gets himself 2 kills on the return. Huge moment here for the anti-mage.
Yeah, just dances around. Like that entire bait play coming out from him, dodging out all those spells, and the lack of hard lockdown for Poke, and the lack of burst to deal with him with these extra stats. It makes it feel really oppressive, right? Like, because you are relying on magical damage, but he's got the max out counter spell. So much harder to get that punishment off. Lanfur is scouting around at least. He is under his sentry.
Yeah. Tornado, not gonna land. Heat too good.
Yeah, they need a shard on Lanfur, but his courier died with it. It will be up in 20, not too far off from that. You do have the BKB starting to pour in, though. Irving on his BKB done. He's not going to be impacted by that very terrifying smoke screen. And Phoenix already working his way to his own. So a comfy lead for Team Bright at the 24-minute mark. 4K up 20-19. Good back and forths. But it's starting to feel like Bright is just a step ahead. Like this Naga of Killa is just not farming fast enough to feel like the big scaling core just yet. The heart isn't too far off. I do want more to come out from Naga though. It does feel like she's just a body going forward. Maybe if you get the shard in the hero, you can get the good resets off with this song. And you know, you can kind of start to take these re-engage fights a little bit better. Maybe if you get that diffusal into the disperser, it could be nice as well.
I was gonna say, is that the direction you wanted to go in this game?
Like doing more as a core in the fights, or
I mean, being the body or being the damage, you know, because you still have a Ricky, but do we trust him and the Invoker to do the damage?
I think you can trust a Ricky, but it will take time. As a body build, this is fine. I think it just needs to be complemented with, say, the shard, just to get the reset off. Okay. Again, these mid-song heals are massive in terms of getting yourself back into the fights. So that's what I want to see out when they can farm it. They smoked out. They're not going to be able to get the gank going their way on Poke's side just yet. But the shard does fly in. Ranfu does have that smoke screen upgrade, so you do want this Ricky to be a terror on the map now. And he's got Orb Destruction plus Orb Corrosion plus a smoke screen, so -7 plus -3 plus -3. It's a good amount of minus armor. -13.
That's a lot. That is a lot. No joke. And
you see him just dead if she gets jumped. That's fun.
Yeah, that's not enjoyable for her. Very weird how they randomly decide that Cloak and Dagger is going to give you bonus XP on kills and assists.
Yeah, that's a bit funny, isn't it? Not that Lunfer has been able to scale off of it all too much.
No, that's true.
KK's 18 and he's 13, but if he does start to find some of those kills, you know, it ramps up.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Phoenix could be a big one.
Schmoving down to the lower part. Here's the Leshrac. He's in some trouble. No BKB on the Leshrac just yet, which means he's going to get beaten down inevitably. Imitator trying to come with a Wukong's command and save him, but there is nothing to be saved. Imitator's going to TP out, and the Mystic Flow will not be enough to kill him on the way out of this one, so will just be a clean kill onto the Leshrac for the side of Poke, but they're setting up here, looking for the Mirana, and it's going to find him. And actually, the Ricky getting caught in this as well. He jumped into this engagement. Lucky he didn't actually get clipped by the Bow Strike. That's what allows him to survive here. And now, Killer looking for the partner, but he won't be able to drop the hammer on the right target. Trying to go for the Song, but they've got the lockdown here. Song now comes out. That's going to cancel out the freezing field. Killer just trying to get himself away. Ooh. Yeah, we'll get to safety.
Does back off, and that does mitigate their losses, so it's still a 1-for-1 in the end. Mirana for the Lesh. Still, again, fairly happy on Poke, but it's not enough to sway this game in their favor just yet. They need a lot more to keep coming out here on their side. And for Bright, I mean, at some point you've got to ask yourself if you can deal with the AM, and I'm not sure if you can. Like, sure, no one can save him, no one can force staff him out with the smoke screen. At the same time, are you really able to clear out this AM in the smoke screen with magical damage or with physical? It doesn't feel like you have that window on hand to deal with heat. That's the concern going forward.
Yeah. I'm wondering if we are going to see a BKB from this anti-mage anytime, just to give him that kind of escape. I wouldn't mind it. I mean, it's always a little bit awkward for AM to go there, but he is queuing it up. That is after his full abyssal. I don't mind it. He understands what he has to do. Oh my god, did he?
It's just a little bit more security.
Did he really just take the XP rune?
Yeah.
Classic anti-mage player. He's level 21. I mean, his TM is 13, John.
I mean, we've talked about this, right? Man, this is the one thing with the patch, like the EXP disparity for supports. It feels so weird.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I don't know. I feel weird about it. I don't know if I like it or dislike it. Because I think it balances the game pretty nicely. At the same time, it feels awful to play as support. And he does go for the DPC. So just a bit of a bait.
Dire's middle
Thistle.
tower is under
Cheeky. Bit of cheeky fun, but this isn't looking like cheeky fun in the top lane here as he's getting just beaten down. All these magic spells coming out onto the anti-mage, but in comes Irving trying to save the day and just give him some space. Actually, maybe getting himself a kill in the process, but Aaron, he's got that Glimmer Cape, so that's not really going to do a whole lot of damage to him. And now two heroes. The hammer's coming down. Can he time it? No, he cannot. BKBs are out, and now Killer needs to back away from this one as I just turn around and blow up Lonfer once again being turned into pastry as I look over towards the Nagasaran, but the tornado is beautifully timed from the side of KK as Undyne is going to be the next one to fall in this engagement. Heat just taking chunks out of Killer. No more mana left on Killer, but is that going to matter? He's just getting through him regardless, and the Nagasaran will finally fall. The raid boss is down. They can look towards the puppy. Where is the Invoker, though? He's long gone. It's just going to be the two supports getting run down instead, but a beautiful Boundless Strike is going to catch out them both. And Small KK, you really want to go for this? No, he needs to leave, and that's exactly what he's going to do.
That's a big win for Bright. Again, just baiting with the AM. Heat is just,
Dire's middle
it's just
tower is
unkillable.
under
Like, they managed to get the smoke screen, they don't manage to get the root off. And that was before the BKB. And then with the BKB up on Heat, that same move is just not going to work from Poke.
Yeah.
So they just miss out on that timing of it. If they had the net from Inaga a bit earlier, could have been a cleaner kill onto the AM. The follow-up fight would have been a little bit less annoying to deal with. And you might have gotten more for your trouble. But right now, in the driver's seat of this game, 25-21, a 9k lead for them. We've got it. We've got the Sand King Ags as well. So the tiny little
hell
Burrow
yeah.
Strikes coming in.
Let's see
That's what I
this.
like to see.
Oh, wow, that looks kind of lame.
So theoretically,
Where's
these Burrow Strikes also have the Caustic, right, on heroes. So
I should think so.
you'll just constantly apply your Caustic on. It's always fun.
Yeah, it looks okay. There's no audio cue for it though, which is kind of strange.
Yeah, it's a little bit awkward, but then again, hearing Burrow Strike every single time would be a bit weird as well.
Oh yeah, no, I
suppose.
definitely don't want that. Jesus Christ, no.
Jig, 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 jig.
My ears. With the epicenter going as well, just
Oh god.
everyone's headphones just instantly explode.
Oh, Phoenix.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to be able to get on top of Aaron here. Aaron, rest in pepperonis, my friend. He is going to go down. Never went for the phylactery, by the way. Went for the more supporty build of Aether Lens and Glimmer Cape, as should probably have been expected.
Yeah. It would have been fun to see that Phylantry, but nah, not coming out. They will go for the Roche. And yeah, this is really useful in Roshan, eh?
Yeah, yep, that'll do it.
Yeah, it's a
The
fast
CM
one.
ulti plus the Sandstorm Burrow Strikes doing work. And now, yeah, Aegis has Anti-Mage has an Aegis. Things starting to look kind of difficult from the side of Poke.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I don't think they hit the tempo they wanted to with Lonfer. He died a little bit too much in
Definitely.
the lane. He's not getting as much out from these fights. He's still trying to go for the Yags.
Get him. Yeah, smoke screen. Woo, damage. Woo, Anti-Mage. Okay, bye.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's a good amount of damage.
It was more
It's
than I was
half his
expecting.
HP.
I'll go. Yeah, I was kind of railing on the guy, but that was actually quite a decent amount. If there were teammates there, then he might actually have been forced to BKB or something. But also has an Aegis, so.
Yeah, it's a bit optimistic. Still, the fights for Poke coming through are really hard. You're starting to scale up now as well, even on Imitator, on the Monkey. Like, he's basically a core. Has his own Basher, has a BKB. So you have really pretty much 4 cores on the side of Team Bright right now. And on Poke, it feels like basically you have 2 cores. Because Lonfer is feeling more like a utility hero than he is as an actual damage-dealing core. And Killa has no output with his build. He's just a body so far in this game. So it's hard for them to get this burst window, especially if the BKBs fly on. You can't do much in small KK or on Aaron to kind of get these kills.
Wait, did Leshak do the drop your items trick that you were talking about earlier?
He
Is that a
might
real
have.
thing? Because he got the shard, and I feel like he shouldn't have. Anyway, one first
Yeah.
dead again. Not exactly headline news at this point, but it happened.
Yeah, I think he did. I saw it out. I was like, At first, I thought they all had shard. I'm like, all right, they don't. He probably don't. Siphons. See,
No.
it's calculated differently. Very
Maybe,
good.
maybe. I didn't see it happen. I'm still refusing to believe that Valve would miss something like that. But
Tower is under attack.
Gaben is too eagle-eyed for such a thing to go under his mighty radar.
Yeah. It's... I don't know how you fight back now on Pokonsi. Like, Abyssal up on AM. If you can just chain route into the smoke screen after BKB's pop from Heat, then that's your play, but...
Oh, small KK tries to set up onto Imitator here, but doesn't quite land the combo and just awkwardly has to run away. That is a shame.
Dire's
Yeah,
bottom
and
tower has
I know it's just so hard to find a kill right now with this lineup. It's so tempo-based, although... Okay.
It's got a Hex and everything. It's just trying to make the jumps here, but the hero's just too far away from it most of the time. And now double damage spawns. Heat immediately on it, picks it up on the anti-mage. Not sure they're going to go looking for a fight with this one. Just imagine they want to, and yep, smoke up. Team moving across now.
tower is under attack.
Plus 322 on Heat. Very nice.
Oh, Marana just trying to leap away from all our problems. Out of leaps now, though. An Imitator, he doesn't have no bound strike available, so.
Oh.
Stop playing. Yeah, BKB from Irving here is he's trying to trace down these two heroes. He's already used his stun, though, so got to wait for round number 2, and they're just going to throw everything they've got onto small KK, and it will be enough to bring down the Invoker at last. So, big kill for the side off Bright. That's the one guy that haven't killed in ages. Yeah.
Is under attack.
Yeah, small KK, that's his first death of the game.
Oh, really?
So,
Wow.
pretty massive win. Yeah, he's currently 7-1-8. So, his first death, a big meaningful one to find for Bright. And for Bright, I mean, they're just going to find all the outer towers. They can push up top, and Heat will just get his stun by himself.
Anti-mage.
He doesn't even care about the smoke screen.
Yeah, just vibing on the high ground. No worries at all. The rat infestation in the Dire base is getting pretty bad. Fortification will be used to try and exterminate them.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Is that going to be enough to stop them? Looks like the answer is no. Still on the high ground, still pestering away. Poking and prodding at the side. Off poke. Looking to finish off his building, and now they have another edict available. That's going to be it. They'll take the tier 3 tower. Barracks now stand unguarded in the middle lane. But it will not be their objective immediately. They've got other things to do. Aegis running out in 7 seconds as well.
Yeah, no rush coming out here from the side of Bright. They know they've got the scaling on hand. Again, 4 cores. You have to worry about this Monkey King as well. Imitator's almost at the Scotty. You've got the BKB up for your CM. Like, you have everything you could ask for here. And for Poke, it's just, you know, you lose a couple of those fights. Your Ricky doesn't get online. You hit this timing he's trying to run into. And your Naga just doesn't do damage. I mean, she might be able to now with the Bloodthorn, but with BKBs up, you can't even pin down the CM with her own BKB. So,
Yeah.
I don't know who you can even pick off here from Poke. Like, it's just a matter of trying to outplay the side of Brighton and hope they overextend, but they've been really patient in this game so far.
Yep, they certainly have. And with all of the Tormentor being taken, the Shard will go into the hands of Undyne. At last, justice is served. Aaron will die up at top. That's very sad. Pouring out for the homie. Just gets caught by the AM. Doesn't even bother man avoiding him. It's on a 20-second cooldown. He goes, nope, you're not worth that.
Yeah. And save the 300 mana, you know? We've got better things to kill, better things to do with that 300 mana than killing a Sky at this point.
Radiant's
Just
top
not a
tower is under attack.
not a target you need that much commitment for.
True enough. True enough.
These Sandstorm Burst Strikes are kind of trolly. They're not that big and rageous, so they don't land too often, but
Yeah. They're weird. I won't say I'm in love with them, but I guess if there's ever a game for it, then versus Nagasaran would be it.
yeah. They find Lonfer. Again, the Ricky just trying to get what it can, but and this Ags, he's just stalled in the Titan build for so long. He's still
Yeah,
trying
it's
for the
not-
Ags. I don't know if you really want to go for the Ags. I mean, it makes sense. Just go into the Naga, something beefy up front, try to do some damage. But
Yeah, I suppose it makes sense in that way, but I don't even know what he does anymore. Like, he's got his shard, he's got the Mage Slayer. Honestly, maybe just start building some Auras or something. I'm not sure. Oh, Hex out immediately, trying to just blow up the Leshrac. They don't have enough damage though, and he's going to be able to turn around and get up the Bloodstone, which is very, very bad for the side of the Dire. Runfire cannot get away. He's going to die to the Lightning as they look over towards the Naga Siren as well. Killer is going to get blown up by the Anti-Mage, who arrives just in time to contribute to that team fight in the best way possible.
That's a Naga without buyback here. Big opening for the side of Bright to go onto that high ground.
Yeah.
I don't think small KK can hold this off just by himself. Heat is just way too big with what he has on hand, and I'll just force the issue.
Yeah.
I mean, the smoke screen is annoying, to be fair, but they're zoning out Lonfer now.
Yeah, he is just going to town on these buildings now, sensing there's not much else available that Poke can do about this one as they jump in for more. Lonfer's going to get killed off once again. This Ricky having absolutely not even a semblance of a game. 2 and 13. That is your carry. Goodness gracious. This is embarrassing for the Ricky. Not having a lane, not having a game, trying to transform into a kind of like off-lane pseudo carry sort of thing. Just enable the Naga Siren, but just ends up dying non-stop. No mercy being shown from the side of Bright whatsoever. Who are they leaving to kill off these barracks here? Because the Monkey King is being ousted. Oh, the creeps get it done. Who needs friends when you have creeps, am I right?
Yeah, they get the job done, no problems here for the side of Bright. And for the side of Poke, they had to commit Lon for his buyback. Again, I think some of the problems here for Poke in this game was just the fact that Killa went for pretty much like the core build. They expected, you know, Naga to go with tempo, play faster, tie in with a Ricky timing, and just play aggressive.
Oh, songs come out. Is it going to be enough to save Aaron though? Evans has got the BKB, but just runs out in time, and the proc does not quite land on him. But doesn't really matter. Anti-Mage is going to close the gap anyway, but he has been hexed up. Is there a chance he goes down here? No, he just pops a BKB, turns it around, just fights into these illusions. He's taking hits like an absolute champ here. It doesn't even give a damn in the world. Killer's going to be the next target. It's a double kill for the Anti-Mage. The G's are cool. This game is over, and it's going to be Bright taking game number 1 off Poke Gaming, John.
It's a big win for Bright. Again, they're bouncing back after a rough...